Okay. Hi guys. Hi everyone. We're Ben from the Fivers today. I know this is a bit weird. We have changed the hour for the trading room, so I will wait a few more minutes before I start, and hope everyone is feeling good. Everything is well from your side. Okay. Can you tell me if you see me also and if you hear me well? I think that you hear me on the microphone here. Everything good. Okay. Perfect. Yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I have some feedback, so that's good. So let's start. Generally, for people that are new for the weekly forecast on Monday, we talked about what happened last week and what we will expect for this week. Which level we should take care about the trading market this week, especially. I like to see actually the indices that tell us and give us some insight regarding how Forex can move as well. We had some good news, I think, last week, and we also see it on the indices that everything pushed up. But what can be very challenging is that the dollar is still getting stronger and stronger as we see the euro dollar started to go down this morning. So we'll start to talk about this divergence that we have in the capital markets and in the dollar. I believe it's going to be interesting. First of all, regarding the hour, I know that it can be difficult for people that are in America, for example. It's an hour for that fits the European traders, but not the American side. So this is only a test. We will see if in few weeks or few months we're going to change this again to normal time. So it's only a test actually for all the week, and let's say few weeks it will be at this hour. So it's 8 p.m. GMT, I think. Depends where you come from, and we will see if we will keep this hour or if we will go back again to the opening of the American session at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So we're gonna check. Talking about the freestyle, I know this was the week of the launching of the freestyle last week. So we had already one guy that passed the freestyle very successfully. So this is the first actually that in 1 week, let's say less than 1 week, because he registered the same Monday or Tuesday, he already get funded on the freestyle. So congratulations to him. I think he already made an interview that we're going to release. But that's good to see that the freestyle can bring different type of traders and can fit to everyone. So good job to him. What else? Yeah, let's move to what's happening on the market and on the macro environment. I have the website that I like to check. You guys should know this website. At least I know it. Okay. Reuters. Okay, this is one of the main website that I'm looking for. Reading an article or reading a journal. I know every time what's happening. So of course, one of the main title is still regarding Ukraine. Actually, they're in discussion to complete or to go to an agreement together. So that's probably what we see last week. We see a big push in the capital market that believe that it might be the end, or it might become better on the side between Ukraine and Russia. Still, there are some conflicts and war is still continuing, but there is high expectation that we can come to an agreement in a few weeks, in a few months. I don't know, but at least what we see on the on the news, it's like coming with good news. We don't know what will happen next, but at least what we see on the capital markets, and I will show you as well a chart of all the American indices. It's going a bit better. Okay. I wanted to show you also something that I show you guys to you 1 month ago. This was historical graph. Well, if I find this, I don't find this actually, but anyway, I don't know if you guys remember, for people that were with me, I believe, let's say three weeks ago. Generally, when there is a war started, all the market going down from the beginning because there is a big pressure, okay, because people don't know what to do, so they are selling intuitively, and they come back again and they started to react and buy actually the dip. And it's actually what's happening also in the war of Russia and Ukraine. But I really want to find this this graph for people that know what I'm talking about on the chat. It probably helped me because it's very interesting and it will show you what's actually happening. Yeah, I try to find it. Never mind. Never mind. Let's move to trading view. Okay. I'll put it in front of me. One moment. Okay, daily S&P. We see here, okay, there was a good consolidation and the price pushed up. We are actually in a key zone, okay, at the beginning of the week. So it might be interesting to see how the price react today. But still, there was a big push from 4,200 to 4,500. That's actually a big push in terms of pricing. A lot of people were looking for this downtrend here, okay, that actually break, okay. Of course, here it will not be it will not tell me to make a buy actually at that zone, okay, because it's actually a supply on the H4. We'll see it even more clearly. Okay, you see we are actually entering a supply zone that react multiple times. We might expect, I might expect a small retracement on my side, but for people that know how I'm watching and forecasting the market, I don't like to buy after that the market make a big push like that. Okay, I would or try to find the reversal. Okay, actually here it's very difficult for me to make a sell as well because the uptrend is very strong. But if I see consolidation starting, doing something like that and something like that, okay, and the market, I see that there is a decrease in terms of power, okay, making a sell at that zone. It's what I will do, okay. But still, this is very strong. At least there is no retracement at all in this push. So we have to look at this level. Definitely, we are actually in the level that we may have some battle here on the S&P. So you should look at this chart. The VIX as well, I think, is at the bottom. So this is not so much interesting. I believe it can maybe 18, 16 for the VIX. Yeah, actually 22. You see all the volatility of all the market. Let's say this is the volatility indicator of the S&P, but it's we group all the indices and the fear that we have in the market. But we see actually we are kind of approaching let's say also this demand here, but we will probably reach the 18 level as soon as possible. Talking about the dollar index, and we see if there is a divergence. There is divergence on the there is still this long uptrend line that continue to we have this type of channel, ascending channel here. Dollar is still continuing his journey on the upside, definitely. Yeah, there is high chance actually that we break this daily resistance, let's say this weekly resistance, to reach this supply according to 100. 100 will be also a battle. Yeah, actually the price is paid to 97.80 level here, bounce multiple time. If you can see on the H4. Okay, we see actually on the H4 that the price break this level that was very important level here, react multiple times to that zone, and then pushing above. Actually today we will also, this is very interesting zone here. Again, I will not advise to make a buy here, again because we push so far and so strong. But maybe that if I see this type, you see this type of consolidation on the H4, for example, here, let me highlight this. Here, there is a lot of bouncing. Same here, you will see. If I see also this week that we will start to make the same pattern that we see here, let's say consolidation and small trading range, I will open a sell. Okay, actually there is no much indication for me because the price is still pushing, still in the range, and I might be focusing on this chart for trading the pound dollar or the euro dollar as well, and I will move also to the MT5 just after. But yeah, for me here, this is not a sell, this is not a buy. I want to wait according to what I see. For more aggressive traders, okay, they will already starting to sell here, okay, because they are in the zone and they don't need too much indication. But for myself, I would prefer to wait. Again, making a sell here is not bad at all. Okay, you have a high risk reward. The stop loss will be very tight, and the TP will be like 125 or 126 risk reward on the dollar index. Again, we will see if on the euro dollar or in the pound dollar there is an opportunity to make a buy. What I see from this morning is not looking so good. I see the euro dollar starting to push down, and I will show you actually the MT5 platform. Abdelmaseh is asking, do I need to record this session from my side, or it's already recorded? It's already recorded. We will upload the replay on YouTube. YouTube each Monday, because we talked about the forecast and most likely the zone and trading range that we will have to look about. Generally, we upload it on YouTube. So this is going to be on YouTube as well. Okay, let's move on to MT5, and because I already talked about the dollar index. Here we see the euro dollar on H4. still last week, I expected the euro dollar to make a deeper move to the upside. According to this trend line, actually, we break this one. This is the two main zone I will be looking for also the following week. If I want to open a position on the long term or as a swing trade, this is the buy that I would like to do. Okay, if there is a big dip, I would like to buy the dip here, but also here at the bottom. Again, if we see the dollar index starting to push down today, we probably will see the euro dollar making an upper move. Okay, I believe, guys, that most of you know the correlation we have on the dollar index and on the euro dollar. Okay, if we see the dollar index starting to go down, it means that the dollar is starting to lose some value, and so that we will see the euro dollar making a small push to the upside. Okay, if we see that the dollar index today is breaking the resistance and starting to reach 100, we will see the euro dollar pushing down. Okay, so this is the correlation. Most likely this is a negative correlation. So that's the explanation here. Of course, there was some good yeah, still I like to see this type of consolidation here, for example. Okay, this type of market structure that I would personally like to see to identify a reversal. Okay, here still it's on a M30, but we can, with this price action, identify a reversal, for example. Okay, we have this downtrend. We have started to make a consolidation with multiple pin bar on the downside. Okay, here might be a good way to identify a reversal. Again, this is not the place to make the buy because the best place was on the pin bar and on the demand here. But this is actually pushing good. Again, put the chart of the dollar index next to you. You will start to understand how the dollar index is approximately moving with the euro dollar. If I see this type of chart, I believe that the dollar index on my side will start to go down a little bit, especially. Check on my side. This is still short-term movement, but it gives us a lot of indication in the middle of the day. Yeah, actually, there is small retracement on the dollar index on the M5. Okay, this is for the euro dollar. For the pound is much more stronger than the euro those times, but this is interesting. If let's say if I would like to make a buy either on the euro dollar or on the pound dollar, I would prefer to make it on the pound. Okay, because actually we are in a demand zone. Okay. This is very clear for me to see. Again, we touch multiple times this zone, but still, this is a fresh demand on the left side, not touched yet. So we might be looking for that zone for the pound dollar. And of course, if we respect this zone, again, I expect to make the price reaching a new high. And that's also what I expect on the euro dollar. According to what's happening on Russia and Ukraine, I believe that everything is cooling down. Or I'm going to expect that everything will cool down, and that everything will come back to normal. So that's why I expect the dollar to be less strong. Talking about the yen, we continue pushing. Completely difficult to make something here. Again, for people that already long here and they hold. That's awesome. But for people that miss the trend, I don't want to make a buy either here or either here. On the long term, I believe. I don't. This is not my type of focusing the market. But well, this is completely pushing. What I can tell here, the market don't give you like a moment to enter a trade here. If you open a sell, you have to be very, very careful because the uptrend is so strong. But also when you want to open a buy here, this might be the end of the trend. So you have to be very careful with the dollar yen and the pound yen as well. I don't know if making a buy still here is a good punch. Of course, the price is pushing, so there is a big uptrend, but actually the price is overextended for me. There is my stochastics close to 100. Probably the RSI that is another buy. So we might still on the long term. Of course, the dollar yen will continue to rise, but we can have like a small retracement until we reach new high again. So of course here, on my side, I don't advise to make a buy. Even on the if you're a scalper and you trade M1 M5, there is no problem. But for the day, looking at the daily chart on the weekly chart, it's completely difficult to make anything here. Only if you're looking at the monthly and you have a short indication of divergence or whatever you have. Okay, you have this zone that can be relevant. And if the price don't respect this zone, we have the next zone that's going to be, I don't think here, might be here. And if not, we have the one of the highest point in 1997. Okay, but I expect a retracement as soon as possible on the dollar yen. It cannot continue like that in terms of technical analysis, and even the macro tells, okay, the yen is very weak. Of course, the price will rise, but at some times the market have to slow down and to cool down, and as a trader, that's what we have to check, and that's what we have to wait in order to get some opportunity. I believe that the dollar yen will give us a nice opportunity to make sell. Maybe not this week because the market is still like in fire here. But why not in the next weeks or in 2-3 weeks from now? We will see a small consolidation in the zone here, and we will identify, any market structure in order to make something good. But still, here I have to wait, be patient. There is no place to make a sell, no place to make a buy. It's like waiting aside, putting your chart on the side, checking what's happening on the daily chart. And when you see there is consolidation, okay, that's exactly the same market structure I show you on the dollar index. You want to see something like that, okay, to maybe identify a reversal and starting to open a sell. Of course, this can be also the continuity of the uptrend, but I still believe that after all this movement on the upside, we're gonna cool down. That's what I think. It's like a bubble, okay? When there is a bubble, of course, in the Forex market, we cannot talk about a bubble, but let's say if you see GameStop, or if you see, I don't know, the Bitcoin when it started, okay, you have like this big pushing movement, and then there is the cool down. So this is my expectation on the dollar yen. Talking about gold. Today we are pushing down. I didn't expect also to that we will make this reversal today. So when I see we have here an higher high, and then the market cooled down. So you see here, it's approximately the thing I want to see on the dollar yen. Okay, you have this big uptrend, and then on the short time frame, you have this type of here there was no market structure. You see, there is no consolidation, but the market went down. So I want to see this cool down here on the dollar yen. Exactly the same thing. So for me again on gold, I only want to go to the upside on the long term. If I look at any key level, I will identify the 1,900. Okay, it's probably this level. Actually, the market is pushing down, so I can wait. I can wait for this type of zone. Yeah, it's very bearish on the short time frame. You see on the H4, we are still. This is very scary. Okay, you have like a shoulders. You have the second one that is actually created here, and we have the head. It's a big head and shoulders that's starting to create. I don't know if we will hold this support, but if we break, we can go down. Still, I expect on gold, as it's a safe and even asset on the long term to again reach a new high. On the short time frame, again, I would prefer to wait some type of consolidation before making anything. If you're a scalper making a sell on the M5 or M1 after it's breaking this level, for example, or it's breaking I don't know, this level as well, it's not bad. But again, if I want to focus on a swing and to hold the trade for a few days, I would prefer to wait this zone. Yeah, and same, this zone will be accordingly to this top here. You see, this top was a strong supply. We break out. We start a retest. We can retest again this zone without any doubt. So that's what I see on the gold, definitely. But it's very choppy. Like gold is very choppy lately. I wouldn't expect this retracement exactly at that zone. I see here we make a new high, another high at this one. I expect like to continue on the upside, but actually today it's completely the opposite. And it's probably the case of the macro environment is modifying the market. Okay, we expect we expect an agreement between Russia and Ukraine. So there is no fear in the market, and we see the gold going down. It might be the short-term reaction of what we see on the news. Again, we have to still monitor this reaction, but still, for me, the key zone is here, 1,900. That's what I will look for. Yeah, this is this zone. All right. Yeah, this is pound yen as well. This is less aggressive than the dollar yen, but still there is big movement on the upside. It's actually break this zone. At any time soon, we will see a retracement, like I explained on the dollar yen. I want to check what happened on the Aussie yen. I know that there was also a resistance level. Oh, okay, completely. Okay, never mind. We had this one here, a supply. Boom. We have pushed up. We are approaching this median supply. This is a supply that wasn't tested yet. And we have also the upper big supply, that is that zone. This is those type of opportunity that happens. You can see those type of opportunity one time in your life. Okay, when you have this big push, and then you reach a high of 26, it's like more than 10 years before, and you see the price continue pushing to that zone. It's one-time life opportunity. So of course, I'm not telling you that you should put all your investment and all your cash into this type of trades, but when you reach the extreme price or the extreme zone, you should be looking at this type of zone to make a long swing for holding for a few years. I don't know. It's also happened this type on the Pandora, if I remember, on the weekly. See, when you add this type of supply. Okay, this is very easy to see on the chart. Okay, the price pushed up from 2020, from middle of 2020 up to this zone, 1.31 on the pound dollar. Again, actually, it's more difficult to trade on the Forex market. Why? Because you are exactly at the average price between 2016 and 2022. Okay, actually, we are exactly on the average price. You see that the price pushed up, pushed down, stay on the average, push down, come back again. I believe that here 1.30 approximately is the average price between 2016 and today. So of course, when we reach the extreme zone here, there is highest opportunity to take. And same when we reach the bottom here. But when we are in the middle, it's much more difficult to speculate on the higher or downtrend move. And that's why I highlight the fact here on the dollar yen that it's totally pushing and destroying everything. We have this zone that can be a zone to react. And we have the upper zone. Okay, it's a price that didn't reach from 1998 here. Of course, environment is changing, market are changing, but still, the price might come back to the average all the time. It's what we see most of the time in history. This is not crypto. This is Forex. It's allow country companies to make the change in currency. So we cannot see like the price of dollar yen going to 200. Okay, like it's not relevant. Talking about the Bitcoin, that's something different. This is something new. This is new, new era. So yeah, it's important for me to highlight when you're actually trading in the middle of the range, that is much more difficult. And when you are waiting for the extreme zone here and here, this is for the weekly, but if we go here also on the daily, it will be also more easier. Okay. This type of chart actually on the pound, I will go back to the chart because it's actually a good example. This chart is the weekly chart on the pound dollar. If you can have the same type of chart in the H1, okay, and on the H1 you don't want to make something in the middle. You want to, wait for the extreme price to decide to make something. So yeah, this is my point here. Yeah. Aussie card, not much interesting. Maybe New Zealand. You guys want to review any pairs? Let me know in the chat. I will be happy to discuss. Dollar yen. I already talked about dollar yen running, but to sum up, I would do nothing for the following week on dollar yen. I would prefer to wait any range. Actually, dollar yen is flying, so wait and see to extreme zone and a consolidation pattern to interact in the market, but actually difficult to make anything. New Zealand dollar as well. You see there is this option line that is completely strong here. Okay, we make here all the time a higher low. Okay, so the uptrend is still intact. Again here, making a buy when the option line is still here. So you expect the price to come back here. So this will be the demand to look at for this week. This is the H4 chart. So if the price come back to this demand, try to think about doing something. And if the price make time to come back here, it can, you know, coordinate with the option line. If the price, let's say, touch here, so you have multiple indicators. You have the option line that we make a low, an higher low, and we have this demand. Still, I don't expect the price to take so long time to reach here. But yeah, you have this zone that might be the zone to look for the day. You have also this zone that actually the market react this morning. You see on the H4, this was a top, a supply, we react here, we break it, and then actually the market is reacting to that zone. This was this top, we break it above, react multiple times, touch the retest. Patrick is asking for the Euro Australian. I didn't look yet about the Euro Australian, and I will be happy to make a shot right now. Wow, so this is interesting as well. This is very interesting. I don't know so much the economy of Australia at those times. So if people, I know that Jordan is from Australia, so he's probably talking a lot about Australian currency. And he might, because he lives in Australia, he can understand more why actually Australian is getting stronger. I also know from Europe that the euro is very weak. So here we might believe that the euro is very weak and the Australian is starting to be even stronger. But if I look at the zone here on the monthly chart, that will be definitely this zone on the monthly chart on the Euro Australian. Here you see when you see on the weekly as well something like that, it's very difficult to make a buy. You don't want to make a buy here. The risk reward would be so bad. Actually, we break this zone. You see, so here either on the weekly, here on the monthly, I would do nothing. On the daily chart as well. Okay, you will probably continuing on the downside for a few weeks at least. And here you see people would probably think, okay, maybe here there is a small demand, but the market didn't react. Okay, the market didn't react at all to that zone. So you might expect a push lower. You see, when you see this graph, very difficult to make a buy because there is 80% times and 80% chance that the price will reach a new low. So you don't want to make a buy at all in these pairs. Making a sell probably on the short term. Okay, you want to make a sell only for the M5, for the M15, for the M30 maximum. Okay, when you have this type of resistance, you want to sell here because the price is so bearish that you want to go with the trend. Again, as my point of view as a trader, I would not open this type of trade because the market might be, yeah, no, here I would not open a sell because we are approaching a demand. But if we see it, yeah, the market don't let me open a sell here in any case. There is, you see, very small movement in each minute. H4, yeah, still there is big movement. Okay. Yeah, in any case, I don't want to sell until we reach this weekly here. We are in the middle of nowhere, and then I would prefer to do nothing. It's like the dollar again. Let me answer to EJ. Hi, Ruben. In this case of overextended trends like JPY pairs, do you think this is better to wait for a consolidation before entering a reversal, or resonate with you also more speculative limit order on key levels? That's a good question. Myself, because I'm most of the time in front of my screen, I wouldn't put a limit order on the key zone. And this type of overextended zone will work for holding a few months or even few year position. So you really want to let's say average your position. You don't want to open straight away. What you can do, and that may be a good way to do, you can, let's say, open a short sell limit here, and you can also open another limit here. And if the price pushed up to that zone, you can open again another sell limit to that zone, and you will average your price approximately here. This is not so bad, but again, if you are a day trader and you are all the time in front of your screen, I would advise you to make the market order and not a limit, because you see, if you have put here, I don't know, a sell limit here and the price pushed up, of course you have to put the stop loss if you put a limit. But again, I would prefer to advise for you to wait to consolidation and then open a limit. Generally, you buy a limit when you want to hold a stock, or when you want, let's say you want to hold to buy Apple or Tesla at 500, you put a buy limit. No matter what you think, Tesla touch 500, you believe in Tesla, you buy at 500, and that's it, and you wait. Here it's a bit different in the Forex market. Okay, you don't want to get trapped. So of course you want to see a consolidation. You want to see that the banks and companies starting to react and reflect and say, okay, the yen is so weak that we have to make something here. They will start to hedge themselves, and here you can go with the institutional funds. That's what I would advise to do. Dollar CHF. Yeah, I didn't talk about CHF. Generally, I don't talk about dollar spreads because we have increased the margin on the CHF, but it's if the CHF starting to move a bit up. Oh, I don't know if it's a gap here or let me check. Maybe the data is not loading for me. Yeah, I don't think it's a gap. Might be. Ooh, okay. This is a strong movement, very strong movement as well. Again, if you trade with the fibers on CHF, I expect you to still wait until we reduce the margin, because you see the spread is a bit higher and it takes a lot of your margin. So you should have a big account, to have some space. Yeah, here actually the price react to that zone very, very sharply. But still, we have this head, we have the shoulders, we have the second shoulders here. Even with respect to that support, let's wait what's happening at that zone. Yeah, this is a strong movement. So if I come back to the explanation I made on the pound dollar, and I still advise you to, and also it's going to be also a good advice for the freestyle program. You want to take the best 100 trades that you have. Okay, and in order to take the best trades, you don't want to be on the middle or on the middle of the no man's land. Okay, you have actually, I don't know, this supply, you have this demand. On the H1, you don't want to do anything on the average. Okay, this is the average. We have the demand, we have the supply, and you want to react in both sides. It's very difficult to react in the middle because you have less chance for your trades to be successful. But yeah, definitely here you have you have still a supply if you want to make a short scalp here. For example, this is a nice zone. Again, if you want to increase your successful rate in terms of trades, wait for the extreme. GBP CHF. I will start with to finish with the trade with the pairs we have here on the chat. Let me know if it's a gap or not. I don't know. I maybe don't have the data. We'll also check on the. I hope this is not a gap. No, this is not. No, this is not. This is only a big movement. Yeah, this is here also a good. This is definitely here a good. You have this supply here that is very strong. Of course, opening a buy is not is not the good thing to do here. Making a sell, there is a high risk reward. I would totally agree. Making a sell approximately to this zone. Again, don't take all your shot in. Oh, this is okay. Yeah. Wait, I had an issue with the. Wait. Okay, the graph shows something different. No, I don't know. We are still in the middle of nowhere, so I would prefer to wait here. This is the supply that we should look for the pound CHF this week. Here there is also a supply, but it's a middle supply. I don't know if actually reacting, but for me this is not something strong here, at least on the chart. Dollar CAD, yeah, very interesting as well, as we know oil starting to push down as well this morning. Okay, might be interesting to see how the price reacted. Okay, there is also a very good here demand zone. This is fresh. Okay, you see the price from the 20th of January didn't touch this zone after this long consolidation here. And they make a big ups and down and then actually reach this zone. That may be very interesting to see how the price react. This is very good pin bar here. Yeah, this is a good zone on the dollar card. There is a fresh demand zone. Good job, Andre, for highlighting this. Again, if the price break, of course, you have also this strong demand zone here. Okay. So it depends what you're looking for. If you want to hold the trade for a few months, okay, you can open a buy here and open also a buy here, average your entry, and then the price will come back again to the upside. And you have this supply again. There is a negative correlation between oil and the CAD. Actually, today oil is starting to push down. Let me check what's happening on oil. Not so much. It's flat, let's say. Yeah, it's on $3 per barrel, but actually on the last hour it's flat. If you see that the oil come back, so let's say $5, $6, $10 down to 100 level, we might see a dollar CAD pushing a bit higher. But yeah, very good demand on here. We will finish with the pound dollar again. I know that there is a question. This is not an uptrend. This is not an uptrend yet because it's actually broken, but we have a demand zone that we are notified at the beginning of the session here. Actually, the price is a bit pushing at that zone. See, it didn't touch, but this is still very close. So yeah, this is the key zone that you should look for today and also for the next following week. Actually, you see we pushed touching the Bollinger Bands here, especially here. All right, I think this is all for today. Yeah, yes, Samuel. The webinar will be uploaded on YouTube page each Monday. The replay will be uploaded on YouTube. Okay, so don't worry, you will have the replay if you want to look it. All right, guys. I wish you a nice week, nice trading week. Again, for people that don't understand freestyle, again, I invite you to go on the website. This is a completely new program. And again, see you guys tomorrow, same hour that we had today. We made some little switch on the hour. So guys, take care of you. I wish you a nice week, nice day as well, and we stay in touch. Bye bye, guys.